Hello everyone, welcome to One Connected Love. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Christina.
And we're true twin flames in union. So we're here to bring you another video this week, and this video is how did you know we were twin flames? So that's what we're going to discuss, about our journeys.
Yeah. So how do you know that the person you're with is your twin flame?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so, let's just start. Like, how did you know that we were twin flames?
Well, I think that, it becomes clearer and clearer the more that I heal. And from in the beginning, it wasn't always clear. It was something that it was like a process that I had to uncover, right?
Absolutely.
When Christina and I first met, at the beginning, there were a lot of questions between us, and, we were acquaintances at first, and then we separately were just doing our inner work and inner healing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more that I began to heal for myself, it kind of just so happened that we kind of started talking a little bit more and talking a little bit more and kind of gravitating towards each other without even really knowing. And then eventually we hit a point where it was could we be twin flames?
Mm-hmm.
And we began questioning all of that. How about you?
Yeah, so for me, it's the same as what you said. It was a journey. When I first met Daniel, I definitely didn't have this everything stops moment. I think that a lot of people, I think it's actually really important to talk about that, because a lot of people are expecting that. And a lot of people, there's a lot of lore out there that that's what it's supposed to be. And you can certainly have that.
Yeah.
You certainly can. But it was really because your connection with your twin flame is so peaceful, you could miss it if you're not aligned yet to peace, And so that was a lot of my journey of revealing my twin flame, was learning how to relax into peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I wouldn't have been able to identify my twin flame if I wasn't able to have a threshold of peace in my life.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it, because I never actually thought of that, but you're right. When we met, we didn't have the intensity that a lot of people, expect or experience. But what I'm realizing now is when we first met, where we met in ourselves was in a place of peace.
Yeah.
And a place of as our relationship grew, things became clear, and we were instant friends. Instant best friends. It was perfect.
Yeah. And so I think a really important thing is that, for me also, as I was going on my journey, for a while I thought someone else was my twin flame. And as I let that go and just opened up to what God had for me, things began to progress. And I actually, Daniel began coming closer. We began working together more. We began getting to know each other more and talking more. And even then, as that was kind of beginning to happen, I was always I felt really at ease with Daniel, right? And there was a certain point where I had to fully release what I thought was my twin flame and just be open to just building my life with the divine. And that was when an opening happened to be able to really open up to Daniel as my twin flame, that realization, and that happens for a lot of people too, is the person will be there and you don't see it until you're ready to see it.
Right. Yeah, that's great. I think one important thing that on the journey is if I had taken things at face value and only based things on what was happening externally, then I would have made a lot of different choices, which I don't think would have brought us together.
Yeah.
But the important thing, exactly like you said, was that I opened myself up to what God was showing me, what was actually happening. Not what was happening externally, but what I was actually experiencing inwardly. And externally, I think when you and I first met, there were a lot of blocks and things, lots of feelings that were coming up for us to work through. But I noticed now, like internally, as we moved through all of those blocks, things got more peaceful and more peaceful, and we got closer and like more friendly. And then like now it's just like, oh yeah, you're my best friend. Like there's no doubt. It's like, you're the one, you're for me. Like,
Yeah. And so let's also talk about this other aspect, which is familiarity. I will say for me that even when I hardly knew you, because we knew each other, like we were both around like our same spiritual community, but like I said, we both thought that someone else was our twin flames, so we didn't pay a whole lot of attention to each other for a while. But like I will say that every time that I did talk to you, there was a sense of ease and familiarity, even at the very beginning when I hardly knew you. Yeah,
for sure. I felt like when we hardly knew each other, but we actually started getting to know each other, like there was a sense of like peace, but also like I started finding out more and more about you, and I was like, that's just like me. Like that's just like me is what I kept thinking. And it just kind of got easier from there.
Right. And then I think like the most important thing to like really help it, like, you know, the most important thing that as we like really were really exploring it was that we shared the same we want the same things, and we share the same core values. You know, and like you can share core values with a lot of people, but like when you have that peace in your relationship and you're really entertaining whether someone's your twin flame, that piece is really important.
It's like non-negotiable. And just like you said, I want to make a distinction here is like you can share a lot of the same core values with basically anyone. Trust, honesty, compassion in a relationship.
A lot of people have those values, but
the difference with twin flames is that twin flames always choose the same and they always grow together. So you can be in a relationship with someone that isn't your twin flame and you grow and they will vibe out because they're not choosing to go where you're going. They're not choosing to change with you. Your twin flame will share the same core values with you, but will also choose to grow with you and choose to go the direction that you're going if it's for your greatest good. And it's, you know, so that is the distinction is, yes, you can have the same core values with anyone, but your twin flame will always grow with you if you're sincerely choosing it.
Absolutely. Yourself. Yeah, I think that's to me like one of the biggest signs that someone is your twin flame. Beyond the fact that like your relationship is like progressing into like a 3D relationship and you know your life looks like it's pointing in that direction. If you heal and you work through an upset and they like you choose love and they choose love with you, like that is such an indicator that you're both choosing the same, because that's the key right there is twin flames make the same core choices. And so as you go deeper and deeper into love, are they going deeper and deeper into love with you? That's the piece. Right.
And it's safe to let go what those choices look like externally, because what's important is the core choice being made with you inside? Is the core choice and the feelings, are they the same inside? Eventually, you know, the more blocks that you heal, twin flames will come together and their life will be like on one path, moving forward.
But cool. Well, I feel complete there.
That feels good.
It's nice to like talk about how we know, you know.
We hope that our story helps you in figuring things out for yourself. But once again, we are Daniel and Christina, and we are Ascension coaches. So if you need support on your journey, we would love to support you. We do private coaching, group coaching, and personal readings. If you're interested in gaining support for your journey, check out our website below, oneconnectedlove.com, where you can check out our services and see if they're right for you. Again, we would love to support you, and we thank you so much for watching this video this week. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and we will see you next time. Take care.